Welcome to the Purdue Boilermakers on Sports Report Radio. On the phone, Purdue football legend Ryan Kerrigan. Welcome, Ryan, to the Purdue Boilermakers on Sports Report Radio.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Glad to be on.
Hey, Ryan, let's talk a little bit about Purdue. I know you're in the National Football League. A lot of people like to talk about the professional career, but our focus here is your great experience at Purdue, not only on the field but in the classroom. But what's it like for you to go through life and know that you're a Purdue Boilermaker?
It's something special that I think, largely only Purdue people can really appreciate. I mean, when we have a lot of pride, my friends and I that played football with at Purdue, we have a lot of pride in the university, not just in the football program and our sport, our athletics, but really just the university as a whole. And so we're definitely proud Boilermakers, that's for sure.
Hey, Ryan, you're an Indiana guy. What was it like going to college, close to home, where your family, your friends, your parents, they could watch you play? How special was that for you?
It was ideal. I mean, growing up in Muncie, the commute to West Lafayette's only about 2 hours, so it was far enough away to feel like I actually left home for college, but also close enough that my parents, my siblings could come watch me play on Saturdays and whatnot. So that made it a really nice. It made it the perfect distance from home.
Hey, Ryan, you were successful on the field, successful off the field, but what do you tell young players that maybe considering going to Purdue, and even talk to players? What do you tell them that are playing at Purdue? What do you tell them about what they should experience at Purdue when they're there, that you experienced?
I mean, I experienced just about everything. I mean, you get to meet some lifelong friends. You get to play in the Big Ten. You get to go around these historic Big Ten venues like the Big House in Michigan. When I was there, we were still playing Notre Dame. I know Purdue's not really playing Notre Dame anymore, but you get to go to Notre Dame. I mean, you get to go to all these phenomenal football places and play ball there, and you get to get a world-class education at the same time. It's I mean, there was nothing better for a person like me than going to Purdue, getting to have my college experience be at Purdue University.
Hey, let's jump into something fun, kind of a non-Purdue related, but kind of Purdue related. Let's talk about your career growing up. Let's talk about your basketball career. You kind of played in high school against some famous NBA players. What was that like for you? And let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, I did a little more watching than I did playing. I was on the team, but I wasn't too good at basketball. I mean, I put it this way. I looked like a football player out there. I was good for 5 hard fouls and a couple of rebounds, but I didn't have the skill that you needed to be out there on the court full time. But I tell you, my basketball years were a lot of fun. It was really cool getting to experience going down to the state finals at Bankers Life Fieldhouse, playing against Lawrence North when they had Greg Oden, Mike Conley, and all these phenomenal players. Stephen Van Treese, who at the time wasn't really even getting much playing time for Lawrence North, and that he becomes the starting center on Louisville's national title team. It's we had quite a challenge ahead of us, but those basketball years were really fun.
Hey, Ryan, growing up in Muncie, did you play football all the time? I mean, played basketball. Were you just a typical kid that kind of did a little bit of everything, that your parents let you do everything, kind of growing up?
Oh, certainly. I mean, I played basketball, football, baseball. I played baseball and football all 4 years in high school, all the way through high school. I only played basketball 2 years of high school, but I also swam growing up. We lived right next door to a pool growing up, so every summer our mom had us on the swim team, and so we were big swimmers growing up. My brother swam in college, and so we were all swimmers, and so we did all the sports. I mean, that's what my friends and I did. We played sports. We went outside, played wiffle ball in the backyard, went and shot baskets in the driveway. That's what we did.
Hey, Ryan, how important was it for you knowing your dad played football at Ball State, kind of guiding you through that to give you tips? And your mom, I read, was very athletic. Athletics kind of was in the family, but you not only athletics but education. But how special was that for you that your parents could kind of understand what you're going through and help guide you through life as you're going through your college years and professional years too?
Yeah, it definitely helped to have them to lean on. They they definitely loved their athletics as well growing up. They always, pushed us in athletics and, encouraged us to, do all that we could athletics-wise. And we're always very supportive of my siblings and I from an athletic standpoint and an academic standpoint. So, yeah, definitely having them was they were good to lean on in that way.
Hey, let's go back at Purdue. Playing football there, what were some of your favorite memories? I know you talked about playing at the Big House and playing at Notre Dame back when Purdue played Notre Dame, but what are some of the favorite things that you can remember at Purdue, playing football at Purdue?
Well, far and away, the best memory I had from my time at Purdue was when we beat Ohio State my junior year when they were ranked number 7. Our fans rushed the field, and things weren't going well for us at the time. We were 1-5. We were really struggling, and in comes number 7 Ohio State, and we really took it to them. I mean, the score wasn't like a blowout, but I don't think we ever strangely enough, I don't ever think we really felt threatened in the game. We kind of controlled the game most of the game, so it was that was definitely the most exciting. Also, winning at the Big House my junior year as well. Purdue hadn't won at Michigan since I think 1967 or something like that, and we went in there and won. And it was a really we were down big early and had a big comeback, and just the way the game finished was incredible. And so those two are definitely the ones that stand out.
Hey, Ryan, you're playing pro ball now at the highest level. You're in the professional National Football League. What did your experience playing in the Big Ten and playing big time college football, how did that prepare you for the NFL work ethic and things like that?
Yeah, I think just you're playing great competition in the Big Ten. You're playing against especially for me, you're playing against a lot of great linemen. I know, during, when I was getting drafted, you had guys like Gabe Carimi from Wisconsin, a standout offensive lineman. He was a first-round draft pick. The Chicago Bears, in 2011 when I was drafted as well. Playing against guys like that week in and week out certainly prepares you for the NFL. I also played against Taylor Lewan too in college, who now is one of the highest paid offensive linemen in the NFL. I mean, we had a lot of good competition in the NFL, and I think that definitely, in the Big Ten, and I think that's what prepared me really well.
Hey, Ryan, I know you're playing football professionally, but what else is going on in your life? Everything else going good? I mean, do you have ventures out, not-for-profits, and family? Let's talk a little bit about that for some of our Purdue fans, because they like to catch up and see what their favorite players are doing, and you're certainly one of their favorite players.
Oh, I love hearing that, but I work really closely with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society chapter in Washington, D.C. A lot of great work done by the folks out there in blood cancer research, and something I'm very passionate about. But then, life is just good. I had a daughter about a year ago. She's almost 14 months old, married now, and life is just really good. I'm very happy, and I got a lot of good people around me, and like I said, life is just good.
Well, Ryan, I appreciate you taking a little bit of your time. I know it's kind of unique time in our country right now with people suffering out there. But, when we started this Sports Report Radio, we wanted to give people some hope. Let's tell some good stories. And you're a great guy to talk to us. And not only were you great on the field, you're a great person off the field. And I know our fans, our Purdue fans, are just going to love hearing this interview. But I cannot thank you enough for taking a little bit of your time to talk a little bit about yourself and what's going on in your life. But Ryan, thanks. I appreciate taking your time on the Purdue Boilermakers on Sports Report Radio.
Hey, thank you. Boiler up.